Hello again. Working on the proactive habit, but before I go into that a little deeper, I wanted to just reiterate this whole set of 7 habits of highly effective people that the kids are focusing on at school. Right now, the focus is the bottom 3 habits, those those personal victories, those habits that are rooted within ourself. The other 3 habits are others and how we work with others. And then the final habit is sharpening the saw. But these first 3 habits are critical, are really critical to success with the other habits. We can't be good at the other ones if we're not good at these. So being proactive and beginning with the end in mind and putting first things first are essential habits to highly successful people. So what I've talked about so far was the E+R equals O. I've talked about the circle of influence, and let me chat briefly about proactive language. And one of the simplest ways to understand proactive language is the growth mindset idea. A book by, her last name is Duerk, I believe. She wrote a book called The Growth Mindset. And it's really the difference between, am I reactive or proactive? A reactive mind is fixed. I react because I don't think I have any new answers. I don't have any new ideas. And it's very discouraging. There's a lot of frustration in a fixed mindset. It's a lot of I can't. You look at the words in there and you see nots and don'ts and can'ts. That's the language of a fixed mindset, as opposed to an open mind that's able to take on new things in life, have courage, and influence life more. So this proactive language is seeing failure as an opportunity to grow. I can learn and I can do something that I want to, and that challenges are good. My effort, my attitude determine my ability. And feedback. I need critique. I need somebody to help me, to give me understanding, and to correct me if I'm mistaken. So I try new things. That growth mindset is proactive language. It's what I can do versus what I can't do. That old adage of glass half empty or half full is essentially what we're talking about. And it's as simple as taking any statement that might be negative and reword it so it's positive. I do this with kids a lot. Say, could you tell me that again without using not, don't, can't, won't, and give me what you want instead of what you don't want. So, for example, if a child is frustrating them, and they'll say, I want, don't bother me, don't bug me. I'll say, how could you say that in a way that's proactive? And it's just flipping it, saying, be respectful, be kind, be caring. Tell them what you want and not what you don't want. Again, that's the proactive approach that's much more gracious. It's much more kind and much more effective, because now you're teaching the brain neurons what to do, what not, instead of what not to do. So it builds healthy brain cells instead of ones that can be toxic. So that's general understanding of proactive language. Say what you want, not what you don't want. When you're working with your children, give them direction instead of always correction. Tell them what you want. Go clean up your room instead of don't leave your room a mess. So many different situations every day that we run across, and if we can get rid of the nts, the N apostrophe T, then we're going to be much more effective and our brains are going to grow healthier. Thanks for listening. The next video is on being a transition person.